Dear students, this is a video is related to law of diminishing marginal utility with limitations. Very important concept for public examinations for junior intermediate. So I have to note down the important points related to this theory. This is the most important topic for public examinations. The law of diminishing marginal utility was explained by H.S. Gaussen in 1854. It's called first law of the consumption. Alfred Marshall explained this law in a scientific manner. This is the first introduction of this topic. According to this law, when we go on consuming more and more units, the additional units derived from the additional units goes on diminishes. So this law is called law of diminishing marginal utility. This is a very important topic. So this theory based on some assumptions. Money marginal utility should be constant. Utilities are independent. The units of the commodity should be similar in size. The unit can be measured in numbers like 5 utils, 6 utils. It depends upon the cardinal utility analysis. There should not be much time gap between one unit consumption to another unit consumption. The taste and preference of the consumer should be constant. This is explained by the two important concepts. Number one, total utility. Second is marginal utility. The utility derived from total units of the commodity is called as total utility. Marginal utility means what? The utility derived from consumption of one additional unit of commodity is called marginal utility. MUX is equal to TX minus TUX minus 1. Suppose if the consumer is consuming apples, the following table is explaining the total utility, marginal utility of consumption. At 5 units of commodity, consumer gets total utility and marginal utility becomes 0. Total utility is highest at 50 unit consumption and marginal utility becomes 0. After the unit 5, total utility decreases, marginal utility becomes negative. So this is explained in a diagrammatic manner. In the above diagram, units of the commodity is taken on x-axis. Total utility and marginal utility is taken on y-axis. TUC is total utility curve, MUC is marginal utility curve. So there are 3 observations in the above diagram. When total utility increases at a diminishing rate, marginal utility decreases. When total utility reaches its maximum, marginal utility becomes 0. When total utility decreases, marginal utility becomes negative. These 3 observations in the above diagram. So this law does not apply in certain cases. In what cases this law does not apply? Number one, this law does not apply to the drunkards. This law does not apply to change in the taste and preferences of consumers. This law does not apply to misers. This law does not apply to hobbies. So in these cases, this law does not apply. So these are the important points you have to write in the examinations. All the best.